Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, welcome to another episode of the Jake Botel Sports Experience. On today's episode, we continue our team previews for the All-Ireland Senior Hurling Championship ahead of the 2022 campaign. If you haven't gone and checked out the other team previews already passed under the bridge, we've done Antrim, Carlo, Down, and Kerry. So you can go and check those out. While you're over there, give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it helps me to grow the channel. Meath, known as the Royals. Their current manager is Nick Weir. Their current captain, Sean Garrity. Their most recent title, Meath have never won the All-Ireland Senior Hurling title. So Meath survived the 2021 Joe McDonagh Cup campaign after defeating Kildare in a relegation playoff match by 10 points. Can scoring sensation Jack Regan, who averaged 13 points per game in the 2021 campaign, serve as the linchpin to help the Royals maintain their position in this competition through the 2022 season? Well, let's have a look at some recent form for Meath, and the most recent form we have to look at is the 2022 edition of the National Hurling League. Meath were competing in Division 2A of the National Hurling League. They won their opening matchup against Kildare 18-15, but from there it was a slide of 4 losses, losing 119 to 218 to Down, 115 to 423 against Westmeath, 14 to 231 at Kerry, and then 121 to 221, a 3-point loss to Carlo, which proved to be quite crucial in the end. Meath finishing 1-4. They scored 3 goals, 87 points, conceded 10 goals, 108 points for a minus 42 point differential. Now, as I said, that loss to Carlo by just the goal ended up being really crucial in deciding that Meath would be relegated from Division 2A down to 2B. The team who finished directly above Meath, Kildare, managed to sneak a point in a draw against Carlo, and that kept Kildare up and sent Meath down. So a tough campaign for Meath in the league format, but a positive for them in the form of Jack Regan, who continued his sterling form from the 2021 Joe McDonagh Cup campaign. If we have a look at the individual scorers for Meath, now, admittedly, it's hard to put some of these scoring stats together. I've scoured the internet for a really reliable source of information, and the best one I've found is the one that I've cited, but I've also had to sort of compile some things from other areas, so hopefully this is right. I have Jack Regan scoring 1 goal, 49 points for a total of 52, followed by Damien Healy, 1 goal, 2, James Kelly, 5, Marco Sullivan, 5. So you can see just there, Jack Regan with that 1 goal, 49 points across the campaign. Instrumental in everything that Meath does up forward. So what are my expectations for Meath, for the Royals in 2022 in this Joe McDonagh Cup campaign? I think that this Joe McDonagh Cup promises to be a trial by combat for pretty much everyone involved. Antrim has slid back down from the Leinster Championship last season. There's no Kildare at the bottom. Kildare, of course, were a team that a lot of sides beat to get points last year. They're not in the competition anymore. It's hard to see Meath climbing up into that top 2 this season in the Joe McDonagh Cup. I've sort of earmarked Antrim, and then some combination of Down, Kerry, or Carlo as being those 3 sides who are probably going to be competing for that second spot behind Antrim. But I'll say this, with a player of Jack Regan's talent, the Royals will back themselves to make sure that it is someone else who slides back down to the Christie Ring Cup competition. They'll be relying on his scoring to put them over the line in close situations. So I think avoiding relegation is priority number 1. Anything above that, that's a massive tick. If they can climb up there over some of those teams I previously mentioned and get higher up the table in Joe McDonagh Cup, I think that's a big win for Meath this season. What's next for you on the JBSC? Well, next up, we will finish off our Joe McDonagh Cup previews with Offaly. We'll have a look at team details, their National Hurling League form, as well as some season expectations and more. So it's Offaly up next on the channel. If you've liked this video, go and check out the others. We've done almost all of the Joe McDonagh Cup teams now. While you're there, give me a subscribe. I really appreciate it. It sends good vibes your way and it helps me to grow the channel. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching.